Well, hello and welcome to the Richmond Olympic Oval for tonight's U15 BCEHL contest between the visiting Thompson Blazers and the hometown Greater Vancouver Canadians. It is the second place team in the U15 standings against the last place team, as the second place Thompson Blazers take on the 8th place Greater Vancouver Canadians. It is Saturday, February the 1st, 2025 at 5:15 p.m. local time here in Richmond, British Columbia. And we're in February already, the final month of the regular season. My name's KP Wee, and I'll be bringing you the play-by-play description of this contest here. And we have a Canadians team that's struggling with 4 wins in 22 games so far. 4 wins, 17 losses, and 1 tie. They have a total of 9 points. And, well, it's been a tough season for the U15 club. They are last in the U15 division with 53 goals in 22 games. And they have allowed the most as well, with 103 goals allowed in their 22 games played so far. The Thompson Blazers, on the other hand, coming in with a record of 12, 7, 2, and 1. This is their 23rd game of the season. And as mentioned, the Thompson Blazers in second place, although they are closer to 5th than they are to first place. That's because the U15 Okanagan Rockets are the class of the division with 42 points. That's Okanagan with 42 points in first place, and Thompson second with 27. So a difference of 15 points in the standings. And in third place, Fraser Valley with 25 points. Fourth, Caribou with 24. And 5th, the Northwest Hawks with 23. So you can see that only 4 points separate second place from 5th place. And the Thompson Blazers will want to create some distance between themselves and the other teams in the division. This is the 23rd game of the year for Thompson out of a 30-game schedule. And for the Canadians, likewise, their 23rd game also. But for the Canadians looking to end a 9-game winless streak, the Canadians have also lost 3 in a row. They are 0-8-1 in the last 9 games. One of them was a forfeited loss back in December. And, well, we'll see what the Canadians can do in this one as they try to break out of their current slide. And if they are to come out with a victory here, they will need to rely on their big guns to get it done. Brian Wolfenden, number 19, for the Canadians, leads the team with 8 goals and 23 points. But he's tied for the goal-scoring lead, I should actually mention, with Braylon Nunley, number 9. Nunley also has 8 goals. So Nunley with 8 goals and Wolfenden with 8 goals as well. The Canadians will be looking to get those 2 guys going. Leander Hand actually has 10 goals on the season. I was looking at the wrong column, pardon me. So Brian Wolfenden leads the team in points with 23 points. That's what we should be saying. But Leander Hand has 10 goals on the year. As number 14, Leander Hand with 10 goals and 19 points. So in any event, the Canadians will be looking to get some production out of these 3 guys, with Leander Hand with 10 goals, Wolfenden with 8, and Nunley with 8. Maxwell Clemens, number 17, also one of the offensive leaders with 7 goals on the season as well. So GVC will be looking to get production out of him too. On the other side, the Thompson Blazers have the 3rd leading scorer in the U15 division, and also the number 2 goal getter as well. That's number 17, Cyrus Gursky, with 29 goals. That's 2nd in the U15 division and 45 points. That's 3rd in the division as well. And so a big offensive star, number 17, Gursky. And also number 19, Austin Archibald, 18 goals, 36 points. 36 points and 18 goals for Archibald. Number 5 in points and number 4 in goals in the U15 division. We'll step aside here. The national anthem is being played right now. We'll be bringing the opening face-up in a moment here on PlayFlowScreen.com. Well, the national anthem has been played and the warm-ups are done, and the only thing left to do is to drop the puck between the U15 Greater Vancouver Canadians and the U15 Thompson Blazers. Starting in goal for the Thompson Blazers, number 30, Nash Atkinson. This is his 13th game of the season, the record of 7-2-2 and a 2.79 goals against average. At the other end, for the Greater Vancouver Canadians, it is number 31, Kaz Patrick Russell. This is his 13th appearance, and he has a 1-9-1 record. Looking to improve on that, a 4.00 goals against average. We are underway, the opening 20 seconds of this contest. The Canadians in their home dark jerseys as Nunley moves the puck ahead to Leander Hand. That was broken up and thrown back out to center ice. The Thompson Blazers in their visiting white jerseys. As the play is now in the Canadian zone. Noah Tate throws it to center ice. Wolfenden out of his reach. As Biggs throws it into the Canadian zone and heads to the bench for a line change as we are a minute into this hockey game. No score. Thompson against the Greater Vancouver Canadians. A second versus eighth matchup here. Thompson with 12 wins on the season, 7 regulation losses, 2 ties, and 1 overtime defeat. Canadians, well, they are 4-17, 1-0. Puck is thrown into the Canadian zone where Henry Gland is there. Moves it to Clemens. And the Blazers steal the puck. And now in the near corner. Pass. A shot by Heggie, and it's stopped. And it's covered up by Patrick Russell. And the Blazers will make a line change here. And will the Canadians? Cohen Lee out there with Marcus Sivak. Dominic Paperny as well is out there for the Canadians. Face off in the near circle. Capped in at the point by Hoffer. And Blazers lose possession as knocked off the boards and out to center ice. Hoffer throws it to the far side. It's knocked into the Blazers zone by Jonglin Lee. Behind the net. And now the Blazers move it out to center ice. No score. 2:10 gone in this hockey game. And the Blazers keep it in. Noah Tate back of his own net. Throws it to the far side. 2.5 minutes gone. Saturday night hockey here at the Richmond Olympic Oval as this one is shot down the ice at Atkinson. He got a piece of that one. Blazers move it out to center across the blue line. Coming in, and this one goes to the near corner. Along the boards near side, and it's cleared out to center ice. Poland not able to shoot it into the attacking zone, but the puck comes instead into the Thompson territory. No score. 3:15 gone in this one. Blazers come out with it across the blue line. A shot. That one is stopped by Kaz Patrick Russell, and he covers it up. 3.5 minutes gone in this first period. Both teams make changes as Wolfenden is out there. Wolfenden again leading the team with 23 points. And Leander Hand is out there, and he leads the way with 10 goals for the Canadians. Antoine takes the draw for the Blazers, and this one is cleared out into the Thompson zone where Nunley is there, but puck is knocked off his stick. 3.5 minutes gone in this one. Noah Tate keeps it in at the near point. on the far boards. And the Blazers able to move it out to center ice. Knocked in to the Canadiens' territory. And now the Canadiens come out. Long pass to Nunley coming in. Nunley all alone and he scores. And Braylon Nunley, his 9th of the season, makes it 1-0. What a move by Braylon Nunley. What a goal. Coming with 15:47 left in the first period as Braylon Nunley, as we mentioned earlier, Canadiens will need him along with others to get going. And he puts GVC up 1-0 with 15:47 left in the first period. What a move by Braylon Nunley. What a goal. And that was a pretty one for sure. And a great move, and it looked like the goaltender, Atkinson, not able to do anything with it. Chance the other way, and the side of the net. Oh, the Blazers had a chance there, but could not put that one in on the near side. They're going to try here. They come in. Gursky, side of the net, broken out as the Canadiens have it. So a good start here by the Canadiens. We'll see if they can sustain it. As Patrick Russell came up the net to block that shot. But GVC ahead 1-0. On the 9th goal of the season by Braylon Nunley. Now Clemens throws it to center ice. As the Blazers come in, but broken up by the Canadiens. And it's thrown out to center ice. But the Blazers now knock it off the boards and out to center. DeWolf tries to clear it in. But the Blazers have possession. Shot into the Canadian zone. In a near corner. As Henry Glenn throws it behind the net to take the near corner. Blazers come up with it and they score! As Evan Cuthbertson, what a move and a goal, and it's 1-1. So the Blazers come right back with a goal less than 2 minutes later. As that was Evan Cuthbertson with a shot and his 3rd goal of the season. So 1-1 now, and looks like it might be a high-scoring affair in this one. We don't know, but 1-1 already. 2 quick goals. As Nunley got his 9th to make it 1-0, and then less than 2 minutes later, Evan Cuthbertson with his 3rd of the season. And a great move, a shot there. And no chance for Patrick Russell. So 1-1. And Canadiens will flip this out. Oh, actually, it does come out to center ice, but the Blazers have possession. Pullen comes in a near corner. He's checked along the board. He gets the puck back, though. Pullen throws it behind the net. 1-1 to score here on PlayFullScreen.com. As Chow flips it into the Thompson zone and heads to the bench for a line change. Canadiens making a change here. Hand is out there with Nunley. As Hand gets a stick on it, out to Nunley. Across the blue line. Back to Hand, and he fanned on the shot. And a penalty, delayed penalty against the Canadiens. And with 12:47 left in the first period, the Thompson Blazers will be going to the power play. Leander Hand off to the penalty box. So in the 1-1 tie here, we'll see what the Blazers can do with a man advantage. Face off in the near circle. Back to the point. Unwin. He shoots it. That's covered up by the goaltender, Patrick Russell. The underhand being penalized. Minor penalty here. And the face off in the near circle. Back to Unwin. Pass, Segursky. He's, again, the leading scorer on the Thompson Blazers side. Number 3 in points in the U15 division. Number 2 in goals. A shot stopped. Fanned on it. And the Canadians try to get it out, and they do. As Gursky fanned on that shot. Minute 25 left in the power play for the Thompson Blazers. Out to center, across the blue line, but broken up. As Canadians have possession and they give it back up. Blazers on the power play. Back to the far point. The far circle goes into the near side. Gursky is there in the near circle. Pass in front, but that pass comes out and all the way back in the Thompson zone with only 45 seconds left and a man advantage. The Blazers have to regroup in their own zone. Gursky comes across the blue line. Gursky falls down. And a delay penalty against the Canadians. And the Canadians touch the puck and the play is whistled down with 25 seconds left in the underhand penalty. The Canadians will be sending another player to the penalty box. So it looks like for 25 seconds it'll be 5-on-3. As Noah Tate is penalized here. So 5-on-3 for 25 seconds. That's the amount of time left in the underhand's penalty. So chance for the Thompson Blazers. Cuthbertson passes it. The shot stopped. Cuthbertson, far side. To the far circle. 12 seconds left in the 5-on-3 as Cuthbertson has to come out to center ice. 10:50 to go in the first period. First penalty is over, so 5-on-4 now for the next minute and a half. In this 1-1 tie. As the underhand stepped out the penalty box moments ago. So 5-on-4 right now. And it's kept in by the Blazers. But the Canadians, that's Glenn getting a stick on it. Minute left in the 5-on-4 man advantage. Blazers get it back, but the Canadians break it up and flip it out down the ice. 10 minutes left in the first period. Blazers have outshot the Canadians 7-3. It's a 1-1 tie though. Across the blue line. Pass to Gursky, he loses it, passes in front, but it's thrown out by Glenn. 25 seconds left in the power play, 9.5 minutes left in the first period. You're watching this game on playfullscreen.com. It's the second of a doubleheader here. In the first game, the U17 Canadians defeated the U17 Caribou Cougars 4-3 in overtime. And speaking of seconds, this is the second game in as many days for the U15 Canadians. Last night at Scotia Barn, U15 Canadians losing 4-0 to the U15 Northeast Chiefs. Back to 5-on-5 hockey here. As the Thompson Blazers unable to capitalize on the brief 5-on-3 and also the full 5-on-4 opportunities. They have to regroup in their own zone with 8:44 left in the first. Shot from the far point. Not a shot, that stopped by Atkinson. As the puck is now at center ice. And a shot in to the GVC zone as the Blazers make a line change. Out of center ice. Across the blue line, the shot, that's turned aside by Atkinson. Biggs along the boards, but that one is thrown into the Thompson zone, right on at Atkinson. And the Blazers move it out to center ice. Across the blue line coming in. And broken up there as Yang was able to get that puck. And the Canadians come out to center, but McKenzie, 6 foot 7 inches, pardon me. Defenseman Carter McKenzie out there on the ice, a presence for sure. He heads to the bench for a line change. A shot and Stern turned aside by Patrick Russell. And puck is shot back into the Canadiens' territory where Noah Tate is there. Moves it out to center. 7:05 left in the first period. Noah Tate comes in. And that's broken up and brought out to center ice. 1-1 is the score here at center. Blazers come in, a shot that's blocked. Along the far boards now. Glenn behind his own net, throws it to the far boards. Law off the boards out to center ice. 6:25 left in the first, and a whistle here. 6:21 remaining in the first period. And Thompson Blazers being penalized here. Well, we have a moment. I'd like to say thank you to our sponsors for supporting Greater Vancouver Canadians hockey throughout the entire 2024-25 season. Thank you to Ignite Construction, Pitchfork Development, Horizon Wealth Management, Coulter Developments, KPMG, LK Law, McDonald Realty Westmar, Decal Ventures, Northlink Supply, Hub International, Great Clips Hair Salons, Buntain Insurance, and Anchor Point Financial Incorporated. We thank our sponsors for supporting GVC hockey throughout the entire 2024-25 season. Back to the action on the ice, and puck is blocked. Or shot is blocked, and the puck rolls all the way back into the GVC zone. Canadians on the power play with KC Mima Barrett in the penalty box for the Thompson Blazers. Tate from the top of the near circle. Wolfenden to the far side. Back to Wolfenden, but broken up and dumped down the ice. Minute 23 left in the Canadiens power play. McKenzie is there, shorthanded for the Thompson Blazers. Again, 6'7" defenseman, a presence out there. He hobbles back to his own zone as Canadians have possession at center ice. Clemens banks it off the boards and in. And it's flipped out. Back in the Canadian zone. As Prokop is there to pick it up for the Canadians. Pass of Nunley. 41 seconds left on the power play. 5 minutes left in the first. Clemens, he shoots it and stopped. Rebound. And the Blazers try to clear the rebound but can't. And a whistle. 4:50 to go in the first period. The score is 1-1, and the Canadians penalized here. And Clemens is the one headed to the penalty box. So that means 4-on-4 for another 29 seconds. And after 29 seconds, Minute Barrett's penalty will expire. But right now, 4-on-4. Henry Glenn with it. throws it to the far side. Now to Cohen Lee. Cohen Lee passes ahead, but out of the reach of Paperny. Otherwise, he would have had a breakaway, but it's 4-on-4 right now. Canadians with possession. The Wolf brings it across the blue line, and the puck slides behind the net. 3 seconds left in Minna Barrett's penalty, and now he's out on the ice. So 5-on-4 now with 1:25 left in Maxwell Clemens's penalty. Cleared down the ice. 4:05 left in the first period. 5-on-4 for the Thompson Blazers. Cross blue line, Cuthbertson comes in, he shoots it in. Cuthbertson already with a goal in this one, his third of the season, to make it a 1-1 game. 55 seconds left on the power play here for the Thompson Blazers. 3:40 remaining in the first period. A shot, that one went off the stick of Atkinson. As Unwin out of center, out of the reach of Gursky. The Blazers bring it in. 31 seconds left in the power play. Gursky at center ice. Gursky again, 29 goals and 45 points on the season. And this is only the 23rd game for the Thompson Blazers. Out of play with 15 seconds left in the first period. You're watching this game on PlayFullScreen.com or coming to you from Richmond Olympic Oval. Murray is out there with DeRose. And McKenzie also out there for the Thompson Blazers, along with Dickey. As DeRose takes the face-off, back to Dickey at the point. But Wolfenden steals the puck and brings it out into the shot, and stopped. There's Nunley with a chance, but stopped by Atkinson, shorthanded. And now the penalty has expired for Clemens, and he has on the ice back to 5-on-5 hockey. But the Canadians, the last stages of that penalty kill, chance shorthanded. Clemens at center. Wolfenden clears it in. 2:25 left in the first period. Blazers come back the other way. A shot from the far circle. That's out of play. Deflected. So still 1-1 here in this game. We're in February already. February the 1st. Saturday. A late game here for the U15 Canadians. Game number 23 of the season. And a 30-game schedule. So after this one, only 7 left in the regular season. Last night, the Canadians lost 4-0 to the U15 Northeast Chiefs at the Scotia Barn in Burnaby. Now tomorrow's game at 11:15 a.m. against the Blazers here will be the final oval game of the season. Again, that's tomorrow, Sunday at 11:15 a.m. That's the final oval game this season for the U15 club, because next weekend they play at the Scotia Barn for 4 games in a showcase weekend, and then finish the season in Kelowna against the Okanagan Rockets February 15th and 16th. So last couple of games that will see the U15 club at the Richmond Oval for the season. And the puck bounces in front of the net, and the Blazers, I should say, able to keep this one in. Poland keeps it in, but the Canadians have possession, and they can't clear it as Hoffer shoots it back in. Behind the net now, the Canadians throw it to the far side, and now out the center with 1:14 left in the first period. 1-1 is the score. Hoffer in his own zone. Throws it to the far side. And the puck now along the boards, far side. And the Canadians bring it in. A shot, they score! As Cohen Lee gets his 4th of the season with 49.1 seconds left in the first period. A shot and a goal there by Cohen Lee. As that's his 4th of the season. That makes it a 2-1 game. And we're talking about this in other broadcasts that we've seen a lot of late goals in periods, early goals and late goals in periods, like in the last several games here at the Richmond Oval, and there's another one right there. 49.1 seconds left in the period. Cohen Lee gets his 4th. I didn't keep track of all of them, but there have been a lot of goals in recent weeks where goals are scored in the opening minutes of the game or of the period, in the last minute and a half of a period. I don't mean empty net goals. I mean legitimate goals like the one we just saw near the end of a first period or second period. 15 seconds left in the first here. Again, Cohen Lee, 4th of the season, puts the Canadians up 2-1. Gursky comes in, but 3 seconds left. I don't think they'll have a chance here for a shot as the buzzer sounds to end the first period of play. The shots are even after the first period, 12 aside, but after 1 period of play, it is the Greater Vancouver Canadians with a 2-1 lead over the Thompson Blazers. Nunley his 9th, and Cohen Lee his 4th. Cuthbertson for the Blazers is 3rd. 2-1 for GVC after 20 minutes. We'll be back after 15 minutes for the start of the second period here on PlayFullScreen.com. And we're back here at Richmond Olympic Oval for the start of the second period. The Canadians with a 2-1 lead on goals by Braylon Nunley, his 9th of the season, and Cohen Lee, his 4th of the year. Lee's goal coming with 49.1 seconds remaining in the first period. And the Blazers getting a goal by Evan Cuthbertson, his 3rd of the season. That one coming with 14:03 left in the first. Shots on goal after the first period, 12 aside. And the two teams are ready to go here. Canadians in their home dark jerseys, the Blazers in the visiting whites, as we are underway at the start of the second period. Play in the Thompson zone. And the puck is brought out to center. A shot right into the glove of Patrick Russell, and goal for the Canadians, making his 13th appearance of the season. 21 seconds gone in the second. Both teams making changes here, with the face-off coming in a near circle in the GVC zone. shot from the circle as that shot by Gursky was stopped. Play now in the far corner. Glenn tries to clear it off the boards, but the Blazers keeping it in at the far point. Behind the net. Broken up there by Prokop. Glenn behind the net now. As the Canadians will just shoot this one down. A breakaway pass, but out of the reach of Mack. Keenan Mack almost had a breakaway, but out of this reach. And Blazers come back there when they score. And just like that, with a tie hockey game, a minute 5 seconds into the second period, it's a 2-2 tie. As that was a goal by Cyrus Gursky, number 30 on the season. So the Canadians with a chance at the other end, but it is the Thompson Blazers with a goal, 1:05 into the second period. As Gursky with going with 30, making it a 2-2 tie. And the Canadians now looking to regroup as Wolfenden brings it in. But that was broken up and brought back out to center. The 2-2 to score as the puck is dumped into the GVC zone. That goal coming with a minute 5 seconds into the second period. As Canadians now throw it out to center. Out of the reach of Wolfenden. And now the Blazers bring it in, but broken up as Noah Tate clears it out to center and shot back in to the GVC zone. 2 minutes gone in the second period. Biggs loses the puck at center ice. He recovers, Biggs does, and brings out the center. Across the blue line, he's being tied up. Biggs passes in front. A shot, that one went wide. As the Blazers keeping it in. Keating is there. Keating can't get a shot off, and instead it's cleared down the ice. It rolls all the way back into the Thompson zone. Hoffer is there, throws it to center. Across the blue line. As Biggs throws it in and takes a hit. 3 minutes gone in the second period. Antoine in the near corner, along the boards. Now 4 players in there looking for that puck. And cleared out to center. In this 2-2 game, as Hoffer is back in his own zone behind the net. Carries it out, throws it out to center. Murray brings it in. And the play is in the Canadian zone, but brought back out to center by Sivak. Sivak brings it in and is cleared behind the net. Cohen Lee gets a stick on it. Lee. That puck bounces away, and the Blazers along the far boards. A penalty coming up. A head contact call. Looks like it's going against the Blazers. And the Canadians will be on the power play. 16:02 left in the second period. Scores 2-2. And Hoffer went to the wrong penalty box, but now he's directed to the right one. Head contact penalty against him. Hoffer in the penalty box, and the power play for the Canadians. Top of the far circle to hand. He shoots it in. That was wide. Wolfenden, far side. Far circle. Passes it side of the net to Law. Back to Wolfenden. To Tate at the point. Back to Wolfenden. To Hand. He shoots it. That's stopped. Hand tries to get to it. Along the near boards. Mack is in the near corner looking for it. He has it. Back to Wolfenden. He shoots it. That's into the glove of the goaltender, Atkinson. 15-17 left in the second period. A minute 16 left in Hoffer's penalty. And both teams will send out a fresh unit out there. As Nunley will take the face-off. Actually, Clemens, I should say, will take the face-off of the Canadians. Blazers have possession as Cuthbertson throws it off the boards and out. "15 minutes left in the second period. Minute to go in the power play. As the puck is down the near corner. Shaw, that one was stopped. Rebound behind the net. Sivak throws it in the front of the net. Another shot that was wide. 40 seconds to go in the power play. Prokop at the point. Passes it off the skate of Clemens. Prokop, he shoots it. That was blocked and is shot down the ice. 28 seconds left in the power play for the Canadians. Puck is now along the boards, far side. Canadians keep it in. 12 seconds to go in the power play. McKenzie, though, will just clear it ahead. 2-on-1, shorthanded. A shot that was stopped and it's deflected out of play with only 1 second remaining in the power play. 14:02 to go in the second. 2-2 to score here. 5:58 gone in the second period. As Hoffer is about to step out onto the ice, they had the penalty box door open and the referee waving for them to close that door. And now finally, Hoffer comes out of the penalty box, back to 5-on-5 hockey. 13:50 left in the second period. The pass comes out into center ice. Dickey back in his own zone, flips it ahead off the skate of Jungdon Lee. In the near corner. And now the Blazers come up with it. And the puck slides out instead as Dickey not able to keep it in. Canadians come back the other way. Chance and stopped. And they not able to get the rebound. Blazers come back the other way. Gursky scores with 13:07 left in the second period. Gursky with goal number 31 and second of the game. So with 13:07 remaining in the second period, that's Gursky with his 31st of the year and second in a row. Second in this period. So 3-2. The Blazers go back ahead. And just a great move there by Cyrus Gursky. Great move to come in and with a spectacular goal to make it a 3-2 game for Thompson. And that was right after, or moments after, they had killed off the penalty. And the Canadians now bring the puck back in. Along the boards, far side. Broken up though by the Blazers, and they come back the other way. That's Murray. into the GVC zone. Murray behind the net. Takes a hit. Barclay's there as well for the Blazers. Canadians come up with it off the boards. Law tries to get to it out of his reach. Clemens at center ice. Clemens across the blue line. He shoots it. That was wide. The far circle. The pass goes to the near corner. Blazers able to get it out. Vinny Barrett coming in. He's tied up by DeWolf. 11:53 left in the second. And the pass comes all the way down the ice. Hoffer back in his own zone. Drops it off. As the Blazers now try to come out their own end. Out to center ice. Sivak in his own zone. Drops it off, and this one is shot back in by the Blazers. 11:22 to go in the second period. Out to center ice. And thrown back into the GVC zone. Shot from a bad angle, missed the net. As that's Prokop behind the net, throwing it to the far side. And it's thrown back in by Antoine. GVC in his own zone, long pass ahead, and this one goes all the way back into the Thompson zone. Giveaway to Yang. He shoots it. That's stopped. But a giveaway and right to the stick of Yang. 10.5 minutes left in the second period. 3-2 to score for the visiting Blazers. Canadians keeping it in as Tate at the blue line throws it back in. But Thompson now out to center as Antoine brings the puck out to center ice. And the Blazers are offside with 10:08 left in the second. 2 goals by Gursky as the Blazers up 3-2. The faceoff will come just outside of the GVC blue line. .05 left in the second. Out to center. Canadians come in on a break, a shot, score! And it's a 3-3 tie with 9:55 left in the second. No chance there for the goaltender, Atkinson, as Clemens gets the goal. Using his speed to break in all alone. Goal number 8 for Clemens. And it's a 3-3 game. So the Canadians were up 2-1 after the first period. Then Gursky with a pair to make it 2-2 and 3-2 for Thompson. And now Maxwell Clemens with his 8th of the year. 9:55 left in the second, and it's a 3-3 game. So lots of goals so far in this one. 3 apiece. Face-off will be in the Canadian zone after they ice that puck. Face-off coming in the near circle. Canadians win the draw, but the Blazers get to the puck though. In the near corner. Clemens throws it along the boards to the far side. Gursky got a stick on it. And the puck now in the near circle, and the Canadians throw it out to center and out of the reach of Mack. And that would be icing against Canadians with 9:14 left in the second period. While we have a moment, I'd like to say thank you to our sponsors for supporting GVC hockey throughout the entire 2024-25 season. Thank you to Ignite Construction, Pitchfork Development, Horizon Wealth Management, Coulter Developments, KPMG, LK Law, McDonald Realty Westmar, Decal Ventures, Northlink Supply, Hub International, Great Clips Hair Salons, Bunting Insurance, and Anchor Point Financial Incorporated. We thank our sponsors for supporting GVC hockey throughout the entire 2024-25 season. A shot off the face-off by Chow. And the puck is now stuck along the netting behind the back of the net. And we'll have a face-off again in the Blazers zone. 3-3 to score with 9:10 to go in the second. The Rose moves it ahead. Out of center ice. Murray brings it in. A shot that was blocked in front. Hoffer off the boards. And Blazers bring it back in. Barclay in the far corner. Behind the net. Pass in front. Fan of the shot there. Another shot and stopped by Patrick Russell. At the point, another shot. That turned aside as well. And puck slides all the way down the ice and right on at the goaltender Atkinson, and he covers it up. 8:17 to go in the second. Face off in the far circle, and the Blazers have possession. Out to center ice. 8:08 left in the second period. Behind the net, Canadians recover. They throw it out to center ice. Wolfenden, he shoots it. That's right at Atkinson, and he hangs on to it. 8 minutes, or I should say under 8 minutes left in the second period. Canadians have outshot the Blazers 23-21 up to this point. In this 3-3 tie. Earlier today, it was the U17 Canadians rallying from a 3-1 deficit to defeat the U17 Caribou Cougars 4-3 in overtime. Coming back from down 3-1. This one is a 3-3 game with 7:40 left in the second between the U15 Canadians and the U15 Thompson Blazers. In the near corner, as the Canadians look to move it out. Law throws it ahead to center ice. Cuthbertson in his own zone with the puck. Cuthbertson out to center ice. He falls down. And Clemens falls down with him as the Blazers do bring it in. Kept in at the far point. Glenn in his own zone. Throws a puck to the near side. As Gursky is there. Passes it in front. Clear the side to the near corner. Off the boards and down the ice. 6:40 remaining in the second period. That's icing against the Canadians. Face-off will be back in the GVC zone, and we'll be back in a moment here on PlayFullScreen.com. .6:37 left in the second period. 3-3 to score. Canadians cross the blue line. That hit a skate Antoine now with it. Out of the reach of Keating. He gets it and throws it into the Canadian zone. 6:15 to go in the second period. Out of center ice. As Sivak throws a stick at it. And now back out to center. Keating moves to the head and shot in. And the goaltender Patrick Russell will cover it up. 5:55 to go in the second period. 3-3 to score. DeRose will take the draw for the Blazers. And the Blazers regain possession. Now it's thrown out to center, but out of the reach of Cohen Lee. As Dickey throws it along the boards. Canadians get a stick on it. That's Sivak getting a stick on it, but the Blazers recover. McKenzie, 6'7" blue liner. McKenzie coming in across the blue line. He shoots it. That's stopped by Patrick Russell. 5:21 to go in the second period. Noah Tate on the ice with Jonglin Lee and Jeffrey Yang. Miles Lewinson out there as well. And Caden Chow for the Canadians. And Minute Barrett taking the draw for the Thompson Blazers in the corner, far side. 4 players looking for that puck. At the far point, a long shot that was blocked in front. Another shot that went wide. 5 minutes left in the second. Blazers get to it, pass in front, and a shot from the far circle. And the Blazers get it back behind the net to the far circle, and kept in at the point. Jonglin Lee now throws it to center. For Hoffer is there for the Blazers, and he clears it in. That's icing against the Thompson Blazers. 4:30 to go in the second here in this 3-3 tie. It's 2-1 after the first period with the Canadians leading. And then 2 goals by Gursky, number 30, 31 on the season. And then Maxwell Clemens, his 8th of the year with 9:55 left in the period, made it a 3-3 game, and that's where we are right now. Thrown off the near boards. Blazers have it. Poland coming in the near corner. Now along the far side. Kept in by Archibald. Archibald passes it. A shot from the point. And it's flipped back in deep. Now in the near corner. Back to the point. Thrown towards the net, but that was blocked in front. 3:40 to go in the second period. For a far circle shot, stopped by Patrick Russell. At the point, it's kept in by Hoffer. Good offensive zone time here by the Blazers during this shift. They will get a couple of shots on goal, but a shot here by Hand as he falls down. That one went high. Blazers come back the other way. Broken up by Tate. Blazers get it back. Archibald throws it to the near corner. 3 minutes left in the second. Shot in front. That one went wide. Long shot from the point and steered aside by Patrick Russell. Noah Tate throws it ahead to center. Out of the reach of Biggs. And stoppage in play with 2.5 minutes left in the second period. 26-23, the shots on goal in favor of the Thompson Blazers in this 3-3 tie. Faceoff will be in the GVC zone with 2.5 minutes left in the second period. Paperny's out there now with Cohen Lee and Marcus Sivak. As Law comes to the bench with Clemens and Wolfenden. Play resumes here in the Canadian zone. Giveaway, a shot that was stopped as Keating got a chance there of a giveaway, but turned aside by Patrick Russell. As Sivak now has it, moves it out to center ice. Into the attacking zone, he's hauled down. Canadians get the puck back to DeWolf. He shoots it, but off a skate, and Keating comes in. Looking for a breakaway, and he overskates it. A shot and stopped by Patrick Russell, and he handles the puck without giving up a rebound, with Biggs right by his side, looking for that rebound but not getting one. So great job there by Patrick Russell to hang on to that puck. But Keating almost with a breakaway there. Overskated the puck. Got a shot off. Patrick Russell making that stop with 1:45 left in the second period. Puck is poked away and cleared back in to the GVC zone. Behind the net now. As the Canadians throw it out to center. Law comes in, passes it to the far side. Clemens, he's tied up. Couldn't get a shot away. Minute 14 to go in the second period. Canadians get at the puck and they shoot at it, but went wide. And this one is poked out of center. Canadians player and all the way down into the GVC zone with 55 seconds left in the period. Wolfenden throws it ahead, but no Canadians there as that's out of the reach of Mack, and that's icing against the Canadians. 47.2 to go in the second period. Play is in the, or face-off will be in the Canadian zone in the far circle. Canadians have possession. 42 seconds to go in the second period. And it's clear to center ice. Mack comes in, but they're offside. Same two teams will go back at it tomorrow at 11:15 a.m. here at the Richmond Olympic Oval. It will be the third game in as many days for GVC. They played last night at the Scotia Barn in Burnaby and lost 4-0 to the U15 Northeast Chiefs. And they play here. They're playing here right now, and we'll have one again tomorrow against the Blazers. A shot that was high with 16 seconds left. In the near corner, Archibald comes in. Archibald, he shoots in and scores. What a great effort by Archibald with 5.4 seconds left in the period. as Archibald with great move and a great goal. That's goal number 19 on the season for Austin Archibald. And it's 4-3. So Austin Archibald with 5.4 to go in the second period. His 19th of the season makes it 4-3. And what did we say, or what did I say about late goals in periods? There's another one right there. So just keep playing until the buzzer sounds. And again, a late goal in the first period by Cohen Lee. And a late goal in the second period by Austin Archibald. His 19th of the season makes it a 4-3 game, and after 2 periods of play, it is the Thompson Blazers with a 4-3 advantage. 3 goals in that second period by the Thompson Blazers. Shot totals 29-23 in favor of the Thompson Blazers after 2 periods of play. Watching this game on playfullscreen.com, 4-3 Thompson after 2. We'll be back after 15 minutes for the third period. We'll be back in 15. Back here at the Richmond Olympic Oval for the start of the third period, with the Thompson Blazers ahead 4-3 over the Greater Vancouver Canadians. 3 goals by the Blazers in that second period, with Gursky getting a pair, his 30th and 31st of the season. Clemens tied it up at 3-3 with his 8th of the year midway through the second period, and then Austin Archibald with 5.4 seconds left, his 19th of the season, made it 4-3, and that's where we are right now. And both teams are back on the ice, ready to go. The Thompson Blazers in their visiting white jerseys, the Canadians in their home darks. And we are underway in the third. And icing against the Canadians. 8 seconds gone in the third period. So face-off will be in the Canadian zone. In the far circle, and the Blazers win the draw. Off the boards now. And is thrown back into the GVC territory. 4-3 to score. Thompson ahead. Shaw, that went wide. Blazers looking to add to the lead. Puck is still in the Canadian zone now, finally pushed out to center ice. Shot in by Hoffer. Canadians, Glenn in his own zone. Moves ahead into the attacking zone as Paperny was there but out of his reach. Blazers come back with it at center ice. Pass, that was blocked. The shot there was blocked as well, and now out to center. As Gursky brings it in, but broken up by hand, and Mack has it now. Mack across the blue line coming in. And broken up by Gursky. He's got 2 goals in this one so far. Canadians in their own zone. Clemens moves it to center. Hand brings it in, a shot stopped by Atkinson. Two minutes gone in the third period. 4-3 to score for the Thompson Blazers here on PlayFullScreen.com. Glad you're joining us here on this Saturday evening, the first day of February. Hard to imagine that it's already February and we're in the final month of the regular season. Across all 3 levels, the U15, U17, and U18 in the BCEHL. As Cuthbertson behind his own net. 2.5 minutes gone in the third period. Hand intercepts it. Wolfenden comes in. He shoots into the glove of Atkinson. He hangs on to it. Both teams will make changes. Prokopov's out there with Yang and Lewinson and Wolf, as well as Chow. Face off in the Blazers zone. Yang taking the draw for the Canadians. Prokop at the point. Prokop shoots it in at his skate in front, didn't get through. 17:20 left in regulation time. As puck is in the corner, as Chow throws it along the boards. But the Blazers have possession. behind their own net. 3 minutes gone in the third. 4-3 to score for the visiting Blazers. Out to center. Chow shoots it back in. Brought back out by the Thompson Blazers, and across the blue line, the shot deflected out of play. As Patrick Russell able to make that stop, and it goes out of play. So face-off back in the GVC zone. Off the boards, off the glass actually, it bounces into the Blazers territory, but that's icing. 3.5 minutes gone in the third period. Tate in his own zone in the near corner, being watched. But Tate skates with the puck to center ice. Still with it. Tate across the blue line. Passes it. Sivak, a shot stopped by Atkinson. Sivak still with it. 4 minutes gone in the third period. Tate couldn't keep it in. Jongdon Lee able to get back in his own zone and clear it to Tate. Across the blue line, Sivak in the far corner. And it's cleared out of center and down into the Canadian zone. Jongdon Lee behind his own net. Giveaway. Side of the net. Blazers getting stick on it. Well, the Canadians get it back and will carry it out. Cohen Lee. Shot that was wide, and the puck comes all the way back in the Canadian zone where Clemens throws it off the boards. Picked off though by the Blazers. A shot goes to the near side and all the way out to center. Unwin. The pass to the far side. And it's brought back into the Canadian zone. In the far corner now. And that one is stopped by Patrick Russell, and that stops play with 14:45 left in regulation time. Face off in the far circle. And now along the boards, near side, and thrown back to the far boards. Canadians couldn't clear it. Now they do. And it's brought back into the Thompson zone, pardon me. Blazers with a 4-3 lead in this one with 14:15 remaining in the third. Nunley passes it ahead to the far side. As this one is shot in and a score! And it is 4-4 with 14:07 left in the third. And a tying goal here in the third period. 14:07 remaining. It is a 4-4 tie. As that is Wolfenden getting the tying goal, his 9th of the season. And of course, as we mentioned earlier in the pregame, the Canadians, if they want to have a chance to end a winless streak that has stretched to 9 games, they will need their big guns to put the puck in the net. Wolfenden being one of them, and he does so 14:07 left in the third. His ninth goal makes it 4-4. And in fact, several of the players that the Canadians count as offensive leaders have put the puck in the net. Nunley with his ninth of the season in the first period. Clemens midway through the second with his eighth of the season. And now Wolfenden his ninth just moments ago. And of course Cohen Lee getting his fourth as well late in the first period. So the Canadians getting goals from some of their key players on a 4-4 tie in this one with the Thompson Blazers. Now 13 minutes left in the third period. And the Canadians unable to clear out their own zone. A shot went wide. A shot by McKenzie. And McKenzie, the blue liner for the Blazers, 6'7". A presence out there for sure. He has the puck. McKenzie behind the net. McKenzie passes it to Cuthbertson. He shoots it, but that hit Chow and goes to the near side. Off the boards. And now Unwin throws it ahead to Poland. He comes in from the far circle. A shot that went off the post. Minute Barrett kept it in for a moment, but it was cleared back out. Unwin shoots it back in. Cohen Lee moves it ahead to Sivak. Out of his reach, and the puck slides over to Atkinson, and he hangs on to it, covers it up. 11:56 left in the third period. Down the ice, Blazers get there first. A shot and stopped by Patrick Russell. There's Archibald, always dangerous out there, already with his 19th goal in the final 5 seconds of the second period. Another stop there by Patrick Russell to keep this a 4-4 game. So face off in the far circle in the Canadian zone. Canadians looking to end an 8-game winless streak, I should say. In a 4-4 tie with 11:25 remaining in regulation time. Yesterday, the U18 Canadians were in action here at this rink. U18 Canadians falling behind 5-1. Before rallying to earn a 5-5 tie against the U18 Northeast Chiefs. That one obviously went to overtime and it was not decided in the extra period, ending in a 3-3 tie. Earlier today, the U17 Canadians came back from a 3-1 deficit to defeat the U18 Caribou, or the U17, Caribou Cougars. 4-3 in overtime. The U17 Canadians knocking off the U17 Caribou Cougars earlier today at this rink as well. That's 2 overtime games in the last 2 games here by GVC teams. Will the U15 Canadians go to overtime in this one against the U15 Thompson Blazers? Well, 10 minutes and 49 seconds left to decide. This one, Of course, the Canadians, or both teams, would like to end this in regulation. And a stop there by Atkinson. But if we get there, and then of course there's still 10:48 left in the third period. If we get there, Sun does overtime. 3-on-3 hockey is always very exciting. And the fans here, the crowd here at the Oval, treated to a pair of Sun Death overtime games in the last 2 games here. Again, last night with the U18 team and earlier today with the U17 club. Right now, this game is tied 4-4 with 10:20 to go in the third. Icing the call against the Canadians. So they have a face-off in the GVC zone. Face-off will be in the near circle. At the point, a shot by Cuthbertson. He already has a goal in this one. That one was stopped. And of course, if you look at the standings, the Thompson Blazers are a better team, if you will. They are second in the U15 division, 27 points. Of course, every point is important for them. They are currently 2 points ahead of the third place Thunderbirds and 3 points ahead of the fourth place Cougars and 4 points ahead of the fifth place Hawks. That would be 4 teams from second to fifth, 4 points separating them. Canadians just want to get a win here to end a 9-game winless skid. 4-17, 1-0 coming into this one. And a stop there by Atkinson. 9:26 left in the third period. So face off in the near circle in the Thompson zone. Another stop there by Atkinson. Obviously, next goal would be crucial, whoever gets it, with 9:23 to go in the third period. And again, wouldn't it be something, not that I'm cheering for it or anything, wouldn't it be something if this game goes into an extra period, just like the last 2 games have in the last 2 days, with the U18 and U17 clubs taking the opposition to overtime. But 9 minutes left in the third period to decide this one in the 4-4 tie, and out of play and stoppage here. Tomorrow, another doubleheader here at the Richmond Olympic Oval with 2 games, one at 8:30 a.m. The U17 Canadians take on the U17 Caribou Cougars, and then 11:15 it's these 2 teams, the U15 GVC club against the U15 Thompson Blazers. Both games, of course, will be here on playfullscreen.com. Of course, if you'd like to make it out to the rink, you can as well. 2-on-1, 3-on-1 break. A shot stopped by Patrick Russell. It was a 3-on-1, and the shooter, or the player with the puck, elected to shoot, and stopped by Patrick Russell. But the Blazers with possession, and Gursky had a stick on it, but stolen by Clemens. Gursky, of course, with 31 goals, looking for a hat trick here. And he's going to try here. Gursky coming in. Gursky, he shoots. That one went wide. It's kept in at the near side. Gursky has it. He shoots from a bad angle. That was stopped. Canadians have possession. 7:55 left in the third period. And it's thrown into the GVC zone. Blazers, a pass to the near side. Archibald throws it to the far side from the top of the circle. A shot stopped again by Patrick Russell. Shot there by Archibald. Goes to the near side. McKenzie got a stick on it. Now it's brought back in. But broken up. As thrown out to center. Wolfenden is there. He pushes the puck in. Under 7 to go in regulation time. Nunley off his stick. McKenzie, a shot there by Nunley. Turned aside by Atkinson. As Canadians now at center. A couple of chances there by the Canadians, but Atkinson turning the Canadians aside. Blazers come back the other way now. A shot stopped by Patrick Russell. Lewinson gets a stick on it, moves it ahead. Now out to center. Yang across the blue line. Passes to Chow. He fanned on it. Yang gets it back. But then now it's backed off the boards and out. Biggs comes in across the blue line. That was knocked away out of his stick. As Jonglin Lee carries the puck in, but broken up by the Blazers and thrown back out to center. And Tate is there. And the Canadians make a quick change with 5:44 to go in regulation time. And cleared down the ice. Canadians in their own zone. Tate. 5:25 left in the third. Off the boards. Chow has it. Shot in high to the Blazers zone. And with 5:08 left, the stoppage in play. 4-4 is the score on playfullscreen.com. Ryan Wolfenden, the tying goal here. 5:53 into the third period. It's 9th of the season, and we have a 4-4 tie right now with 5 minutes to go in the third period. Canadians now cleared out their own zone. Cohen Lee, he has a goal in this one. He throws it in to the Thompson zone, and the stoppage in play with 4:42 to go. And the Canadians will make another change here. Wolfenden is out there with Nunley. Tate Hand is out there as well. Jonglin Lee also. And the puck down the ice. Shot there by Poland. And that was stopped by Patrick Russell. .421 left in the third period. And the stoppage in play. And faceoff which come just outside of the Blazers' blue line. As we have 4:05 to go in the third period. Canadians Cleared to center ice. Mack out of his reach. Shot back into the Thompson zone. Off the boards and back into the GVC zone. Tate is there. As the Blazers throw this one right on at Patrick Russell with 3:34 left, and he makes the stop. Both teams make changes here for a face-off with 3:34 left in the third period, and a face-off coming in the near circle. Shot that went wide as Hand now clears it out to center ice. 3:25 left in the third. Puck is batted down and shot back in to the Canadian zone. Nunley moves ahead to Wolfenden. He shoots. That was stopped. Rebound. They score! And the Canadians get the fifth goal to make it a 5-4 game with 3:04 left. And a goal by Hand. His 11th of the season. As not sure what happened with the Blazers there defensively, but they had a chance to control the rebound or clear the rebound, but they couldn't. And the goal scored by Hand, his 11th of the season, makes it 5-4. And what did we tell you in the pregame? We said that, or I said that, for the Canadians to try and get a couple of points here. Well, their big guns will have to step up in this one, and that group included Nunley and Wolfenden and Hand, and all three have scored. Clemens also part of that mix, his 8th goal back in the second period. Cohen Lee had his 4th of the season late in the first. So all of the big guns have contributed so far in this 5-4 lead. Hand his 11th with 3:04 left. Again, Clemens his 8th. Wolfenden his 9th. Nunley also his 9th, and Cohen Lee his 4th. Those are the 5 goals. 5 goal scorers for the Canadians. And they have a 5-4 lead with 2.5 minutes left in the third. And the Cougars, or pardon me, the Blazers, I should say, back in their own zone. I think I might have said Cougars or tried to say Cougars at least 3 or 4 times a day, because the U17 team played the Cougars earlier today, but this is a game between the U15 Canadians and the Blazers. Extra attacker on the ice for the Thompson Blazers with 2 minutes left, as they have elected to pull the goalie. So 6 skaters on the ice for the Blazers. They come in. Far circle as Poland is pulled down. The puck is in the near corner. Shot off the boards and out. Empty net to shoot at. But the Blazers regain possession. Thrown ahead to center. Sivak unable to get to that puck. Minute 24 to go in the third. Brought back in to the Canadian zone. Behind the net now. To the side of the net, far side at the point. Far circle, 1:05 left. And it's flipped down the ice and to center. Hofer's there. Pass ahead across the blue line, coming in a shot. And the puck is behind the net. 50 seconds to go in the third period. Puck is along the boards in the near corner. 45 seconds left, and finally they blow the whistle. 43.7 remaining on the clock here. timeout called by the Thompson Blazers with 43.7 remaining. So they will discuss some strategy here. Blazers down 5-4 thanks to a goal by Leander Han, his 11th of the season, that leads the club. So again, all the big offensive producers for the Canadians have delivered. Han, his 11th. Wolfenden, his 9th. Clemens, his 8th. Nunley, his 9th. And Cohen Lee, his 4th. Face off in the near circle. 43.7 left. Empty net. Extra attacker shot by Gursky that went wide. At the point. A shot. They score! And with 32.5 seconds left, they have tied it up. How about that? With 32.5 to go. That's a hat trick. So hat trick goal by Gursky. He rifled that one with a 6 skater on the ice. Gursky with his 3rd of the game, a hat trick goal. That is number 32 on the season, and it's a 5-5 tie. So perhaps we will be headed to overtime here. About 27 seconds left. Blazers looking to end it here. A shot. 20 seconds to go. In the far circle. Knocked away, and out of his reach as Han tries to come in on the breakaway, but he shoots it. Stopped with 9.4 left in the 3rd period. So 5-5 the score, and we might be headed for another overtime game here at the Oval. And last night, the U18 Canadians, a 5-5 tie in that one against the Northeast Chiefs. That was last night in the U18 game. Earlier today, the U17 Canadians defeated the U17 Cougars 4-3 in overtime. And this one looks like it's headed for overtime as well. As buzzer sounds to end an exciting 3rd period. So the score after 3 periods, 5-5. Sudden death overtime coming up next. Don't go away. You're watching this game on playfullscreen.com. 45 shots on goal by the visiting Blazers. 37 by the Canadians after 3 periods. So both goaltenders have been tested. So 5-minute sudden death overtime period coming up in a moment. 3-on-3. Next goal wins. If nobody scores, then both teams go home in the tie with the 1 point already earned for their efforts. And of course, the team that scores next gets a 2nd point. And the 2 teams are ready to go. Sudden death overtime coming up. 3-on-3. Clemens is out there to take the face-off. Noah Tate is out there. Leander Han as well. Gursky is out there, of course, with 3 goals already for the Thompson Blazers. Lining up against Han. Gursky gets the puck, coming in, looking for his 4th goal. And that's stopped. A hand gets the puck and to Tate. Long pass ahead to Clemens. Breakaway coming in. And he shoots and scores. And the goal, the breakaway. Clemens with the goal to make it 6-5 in overtime. Just 19 seconds into this sudden death overtime period on a breakaway. Clemens. His 9th of the season, 2nd of the game. And that's the game winner. And the officials are discussing something amongst themselves. The Thompson players are still on their bench. Well, that is a good goal, isn't it? And the officials are discussing the goal, it seems like. So I'm not sure if they're discussing the legality of it. And no goal. No goal, they're saying. So it is not a goal. So it's still 5-5 from the looks of it. And officials are discussing the matter with the Canadiens players and with the coaching staff. So the game is not over yet. And the Thompson players, or the Thompson coaching staff as well, did not think that was a goal. They remained on the bench. And after the officials discussed this, they determined that it's not a goal. So it's still 5-5. As the goaltender, Atkinson, has returned to the net. As has Patrick Russell as well. They're calling that a no goal. I don't know if that was an offside call, but the Canadiens, well, it is a penalty, it looks like. Penalty against Noah Tate. So instead of a Canadiens victory, it is Noah Tate headed to the penalty box. The referee signaled 2. And that means 2 minutes for number 2. So this game's not over yet. So 4:41 remaining in sudden death overtime. It's a 4-on-3 power play. So it's not over. And well, the Canadiens will have to kill off a penalty now. So a stunning turn of events here. So instead of a winning goal in sudden death overtime, the Canadiens have been penalized here. Noah Tate in the penalty box. So 4-on-3. And that was quite a lengthy discussion. There. And the Blazers with it. Blazers now on the power play. Pass, and that one behind the net. Side of the net. Pass off a skate. Back to the point. Another pass, and he shoots it, and that's stopped. As Gursky. We'll be back in a moment here on playfullscreen.com. So minute 25 left in the Noah Tate penalty and 4:14 left in sudden death overtime. Gursky, he shoots it. That was stopped. Gursky again with it, coming in, and he puts it in, and this time it is over. Gursky with his 4th of the game. So Cyrus Gursky, his 4th of the game. He tied the game up with 32.5 seconds left, and he ends it here with 3:57 remaining in sudden death overtime. That's a power play goal, number 4 on the game. And final score, the Canadians 5, the Thompson Blazers 6, final in overtime. Shot totals 48 by the Thompson Blazers and 37 by the Canadians. So final score in heartbreaking fashion, the Canadians lose 6-5 in sudden death overtime, a power play goal by Gursky, and that's his 4th of the game. And after a lengthy discussion by the officials, the Canadians are penalized and they lose the game 6-5 in overtime. We'll be back tomorrow for more GPC action with a doubleheader. Until then, be safe, and we'll talk to you again tomorrow on Sunday.